Hello everyone, Jamie here, how's it going? So in today's video I want to be talking about medication used for the sleeping condition called idiopathic hypersomnia. So what is idiopathic hypersomnia? Well, a brief summary of it is no matter how much sleep I get, I can sleep up to 12 or 13 or 14 hours, it doesn't matter, I'm going to wake up absolutely exhausted the next day like I've had no sleep at all. And as you can imagine, I'm pretty tired throughout the day, so luckily I went for a sleep study and got diagnosed with this. But the only downside is, in the UK, the only medication that you can use for this now, dextroamphetamines or methylphenidate. So which one do I find best? Well, I did go on methylphenidate originally. I did think it helped at first, but after a few months I felt like the effects of it was kind of wearing off. So I had an explosive start. For the first few days I was really buzzing, and then as time went on I felt like it didn't have as much of an effect on me, and then I went back for a few more appointments just to see how I was getting on, and as I was saying, it wasn't really working too well, and then we upped the dose and upped the dose and upped the dose, and these are 5mg tablets, and I think I went up to about 20mg, and I was on that for quite a few months, but it just didn't seem to work. I wasn't feeling really awake. And from one of my previous videos that I did about idiopathic hypersomnia, someone was saying that they were on the medication called dextroamphetamines. Now, if you ever go on a website to find out a comparison between these two, apparently they're meant to be the same. They say, oh, they're exactly the same. Well, this is what my doctor was saying. There's no point going from methylphenidate to dextro because it's the same side effects. I don't know if there's a cost thing involved. I don't know if these are more expensive on the NHS or not. I don't know. But they were reluctant to put me on this. Anyway, I begged and begged and eventually did get to go on these, and these have been working really well, but they don't work how you probably would imagine. So I'll go into that in 1 second. So one of the downsides of taking medication like this is that you'll get a very dry mouth. I'm getting a dry mouth now, to be honest, and something that I found that will really help, especially in my job where I'm talking on the phone all day. I went to Boots and found some dry mouthwash. So it makes it sound like your mouth would be dry. Oh, come on, autofocus. It sounds from the description that it would make your mouth really dry, but it's quite the opposite. It makes your mouth pretty wet, to be honest, moist, whatever word you want to use, and I find that really helpful using that, so I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. So what is it like taking amphetamines? Well, when I first went on these, I thought it would work like caffeine. We've all had caffeine, we've had a nice coffee, and we get this really big buzz, don't we? Like our eyes kind of open up and we go, whoa, I'm really alert right now. This is a lot more subtle, I don't want to fall asleep when I'm at work, but at the same time it's not giving me this burst of energy where I have so much energy that I can go out running around the block. I still do feel tired, but I don't feel so tired that I'm going to fall asleep, because that's what it was like before when I was at work. I would try and go to the bathroom quickly and have like a 5-minute nap because I was that tired, but I don't have that anymore, which is really good. And my tips and tricks for taking, if you are methylphenidate, it is working, you know, keep on taking it, but my secret for dextro, this is what I do in the mornings now. So I set an alarm for 5:30 in the morning, wake up, I take my dose, which is 4 of these tablets, so I'm taking 20mg of dextro, and then I go back to sleep. Right? Go back to sleep. Now that might sound really weird. Why would I go back to sleep? Well, I go to sleep for another hour and 20 minutes, so that takes us to about 10 to 7 in the morning, and what I love about doing that is I will wake up feeling more awake, because I've had an hour of this being in my system, and then I get a lot more sleep as well on top of that, because I was taking it about 7, then it took about an hour to kick in, and then when I got to work I was still really tired, then I'd have to drink a coffee to try and get my energy levels up. And they say that you're not meant to take caffeine with this, but that's what I was doing at the time. But then I realised if I just took this a little bit earlier, go back to sleep and wake up, works really well. Anyway, that's just my quick review on dextro and methylphenidate. I will see you guys in the next video. Good day.